Hello YouTube, this is your girl, Perfectly Flawed, 4/11/14. Yes, that is the date that I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy here in Anchorage, Alaska, done by Dr. Clark. Shouts out to Dr. Clark. Good job. Alright, I know if you guys are looking at my channel, you've noticed that girl has on the same shirt. Yes, I'm doing 3 videos tonight. Yes, I said there's 3 videos tonight because I was a slacker, and if you looked at my first introduction to me video, I really didn't know if I was going to do the YouTube channel, but I really wanted to do it, but I felt as though I was going to not follow through, and I didn't want to be the person to let you guys down. But I said, hey, let me do it and be accountable. So what I'm doing, I'm going to do my week 1, week 2, and week 3 video all tonight. Yeah, all tonight. Okay, so this is week 1. Since I'm not really 1 week out anymore, I'm just going to talk about the experiences that I had during week 1. As you know, like I said, I was sleeved on April 11, 2014 at Anchorage, Alaska on the military base. My husband is active duty there, and we live on base. So Dr. Clark is the military doctor, bariatric doctor, and that's where I was sleeved at. The surgery went great, like I told you guys in my previous video. When I woke up from surgery, really no pain at all. I only had a pain in my upper left quadrant, right up under my breastbone area. And I was asking the doctor, why did I have pain there? He said that's where they had a retractor to hold my liver up. I did do clears and lost a little weight before surgery, not much, maybe 7 pounds, if that. So he said my liver really wasn't fatty because I had been doing a little bit of dieting because I am diabetic, and I've been working on getting my hemoglobin A1C, which is the number that measures how high your blood sugars run over a course of 3 months. So I have been doing a lot of work and changing my diet, trying to get that number down because I was not able to have surgery until that number was less than 8. Glad to say that number was 6.6, baby, the week before surgery. Yes! Won't he do it? But back to the surgery. Okay, so I went in Friday morning. They did a whole pre-op, started IV fluids on me. Wow, the whole time me and my husband snapping pictures before shots and all that stuff, you know, just being me. They took me to surgery. When I woke up, I had 5 lacs. I can actually show them to you guys. Let me see. Can you see? The top one here. One here. That one healed up pretty good too. This 2, the big one here. That's where they removed the stomach at. That's where they removed. And don't be looking at my stretch marks. I call them love marks. That's for my kids. I tell them those love marks. So 2, this is where they removed the portion of the stomach. That's 3. 4, I don't know if you guys can see, but a part of this is healing very well. But there is a part of the dissolvable suture that is still there that has not dissolved. Same as with here. This one did not want to really heal. I had to put some more of the Dermabond, which is the surgical glue that they put on it originally out of surgery, because when I woke up they were all glued. All 5 of them were glued. So this is 1, 2, 3, big one 4, and little one 5. Okay, let me stop showing where I'm at. Now remember, I am 3 weeks out. I'm just doing a 1 week experience video to try to catch my page up a little bit. Okay, so like I said, when I woke up from surgery, I had those 5 lac marks. And the one that I said had a problem healing, that's where the camera went. So that's the one that they were maneuvering a lot, and probably that's why all the action happened in that one. So I feel as though that's probably why it's taking that one longer to heal and gave me a little more complications. But when I woke up, I told you the only pain I had was right up under my left breastbone area. That's where the liver retractor was, held into surgery, which my surgery lasted only about an hour and a half. And it wasn't a sharp pain, wasn't something like, oh, I'm dying or anything. It was like more of a dull ache. Like I kept saying, why does it hurt right here? Why does it hurt right here? That's the only place I'm hurting. I mean, when I tell you I didn't have any pain, like I've had 2 cesarean sections. You've probably seen the scar on my stomach. I had 2 C-sections with my daughter's birth, and I had abdominal hernia repair. So that's why I say I got a cross on my stomach from surgery. Had abdominal hernia repair with meshing put in. And those surgeries hurt. When I say I would have to get up with a pillow or an abdominal binder, with this surgery I did not have to do either one of those. When I tell you I was able to hop straight up out of the bed with no pain, thank you God, baby. I said, that's why I said, Dr. Clark, you that dude for real, because no pain at all. I mean, I had went out and bought an abdominal binder thinking, oh, my belly's gonna hurt because it's so big and it kind of hangs. I'm a big girl, you know. I'm a heavyweight. Surgery, pre-surgery was 315, so I'm a heavyweight. I wasn't one that was in the 200s. I was 315 pounds. So I was like, I need me abdominal binder to keep this belly in place when I'm moving because I'm going to be hurting. And I bought me the big body pillow. And yes, we took it to the hospital with us. My husband had a big old striped orange body pillow. Walked through the hospital with it because I was like, I need to be comfortable. I'm going to be hurting. But no pain. I did sleep with the body pillow just for comfort though. But other than that, no pain at all. When I woke up, I did have the PCA pump, which is the patient controlled analgesic pump with the pain medication morphine in it. And I think they had me on settings maybe 0.5, very low dose, every 10 minutes, and I couldn't get it any more than 4 times an hour. So basically, it's set up for you not to be able to overdose yourself. And you can hit the button and it'll give you a dose of medication, and if you hit it again within 10 minutes and it's not the 10-minute time frame, it'll lock it out where you can't get medication, which is fine. I really didn't use it. If I did use it, I hit it and I had a heroin nod, drug addict nod going on right afterwards. So, but after I woke up, I was in a room with another patient that had surgery 2 days before, and I was like, oh, she's up walking around. But I was like, look, let's get up, let's walk, let's see what's going on. I got up, like I said, sat straight up, no pain. I had the pump with me because of course I had my IV fluids, my pain pump with me. I still had a Foley catheter. I wanted it out. Like I said in my first video, I am a nurse. I ain't really compliant. I wanted that catheter out. It was uncomfortable. So I was like, it was like, oh, let's keep it in for tonight. Okay, I got up walking. I was like, I'm urinating down my leg. She was like, no, that's just the way you feel. I was like, no, honey, I'm urinating. I feel as though I have to use the bathroom right now. She's like, that's how it feels with the catheter. I was like, okay. I stopped in the hallway and I said, look on the floor. It was a puddle of urine. I was like, I told you I am leaking urine. She's like, oh, let's get it out. So they took the Foley catheter out and I was able to use the bathroom later on that night. I didn't urinate right away. I urinated within the 6 hours that they give you after removing the Foley catheter with no problems. That first night I did not urinate a lot. I think because I was kind of dehydrated because the day before I had did the bowel prep cleanse. I was pooped, literally pooped. Crack me up. Sorry, I know I'm lying. It's all right. But that first night I slept good. When I tell you I slept good, I was nauseated off and on, but I got nauseated only when I got to walking. I made sure I got up and walked maybe 3 times that night because I did have gas, and that gas pain, wasn't no joke. That was no joke. I had no pain from the surgery, but I did have gas pain because of the CO2 that they introduced into your stomach during surgery. And I had it in my back and in my lower belly. But baby, that walking helped, but ain't nothing help at all. I also took my own gas X strips to the hospital with me, and I was taking those every time I could take them, and they were giving me the Mylicon drops also. But I had gas pain. The walking helped, but ain't nothing gonna help that. You got to give that a couple days, a couple weeks to get rid of. But all in all, my first night was okay. I had 1 bout of nausea, and I vomited a little bit. Now that was really scary, you guys. Let me tell you, I was very scared when I vomited a little bit because it had a little dark coffee ground looking vomit in it, and usually, you know, coffee ground, dark brown emesis vomit is a sign of a GI bleed, a bleed within the belly. And I had to tell myself, calm down, you just had surgery. Of course, there may have been some old residual blood there. You know, it's nothing bright red, it's old, calm down. And when I told him and showed the nurse, he was like, yeah, you know, that's common right after surgery. I was like, okay, I'm just making sure. I took me a Finnegan for for nausea that night. I had been taking Zofran, and Zofran did me fine, but I had already had Zofran right before, and it wasn't time to get a Zofran, so I had a Finnegan. And of course, the Finnegan IV knocked me right out. I slept all night long. All night. So that was the first night at the hospital. After that, it was the same throughout the next 4 days. I say 4 days because I had my surgery on Friday, and of course, the doctor didn't come back in until Monday. But over the weekend, of course, the only problem that I can truly say that I had was my blood pressure was high. It was running, I mean, really high, 200 something over 90, and I think it's because of all the trauma that I went through just by having surgery, you know. Um, but like I said, high blood pressure was nothing new to me. I was on 3 different blood pressure medications before the surgery, and I was on 5 different diabetes medications, including 2 different insulins and 1 high cholesterol medication. So a total of 9 medications at the age of 30. And I was like, enough. That's why I had that surgery. So I wasn't taking any blood pressure medication. I didn't take any more blood pressure medication or diabetic medication after surgery. The doctors wanted to see how I was going to do. When my blood pressure started to creep back up, they introduced one of my blood pressure medications back into my medication regimen every day. It still didn't come down until like the 3rd day. But since then, it has been down all the way. All the way. I mean, like 110 over 60. I'm like, I'm going to bottom out. Blood pressure is going to be too low here. So, all in all, that problem is fixed also. First week home, oh my God, getting fluids in was so hard. Let me show you what I was using to get my fluids in. My doctor sent me home with like this record sheet with like a row that said protein, a row that said fluids, a row that said, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to find stuff to show you guys. A row that said, Crystal Light popsicle equal 2 ounces of fluid. So I was doing the sugar-free popsicles, a lot of the Crystal Light, water, and Isopure. This is the Isopure, you guys. This is a flavor that I like. A lot of people don't like the Isopure. A lot of people in the bariatric ward call it Isopuke, but I like it. Very cold, the green apple. I can get it down. 40 grams of protein, 0 carbs, 0 sugars. It is 160 calories a bottle though, but it's A1 in my book. So I would drink one of these when I came home from the hospital. I didn't get the whole thing down the first 3-4 days from the hospital. I just really had no appetite to get it down. I was tired. I was wore out when I first got home from the hospital. Luckily, my mom flew in to help us out and take care of the kids in the house and stuff. She got here that same day I got out of the hospital, and I was just beat, you guys. I don't know why. I wasn't even that tired in the hospital. I guess maybe because I was in the bed and just walking the halls and back in the bed again. But when I got home, I was just like zombed. I mean, it literally took all of me to get up off the couch and go get in the bed. It's still no pain, really. You know, they sent me home with pain medication and nausea medication. I really didn't take any of it because I was never in pain. I took more of my Zofran for nausea, the ones you put up under your tongue or in your cheek. I took more of that than pain medication at all. I did take a pain medication the first 2 nights at bedtime just so I could go to sleep. But during the day, I had 2 or 3 of these next to me. One I kept for my Isopure, one I kept for water, and one I would use for Crystal Light. Crystal Light, I got all flavors you want, honey. When I say all flavors, look at these. I got the Hawaiian Punches, I got the Crush kind, I got the Crystal Light kind, I got all of them that you want. But I would measure, I would keep this bottle next to me. I would keep a 32-ounce bottle of water and a 32-ounce bottle of Crystal Light. And I would try to get all 3 of those in that day. In the beginning, like I said, the first 3 days, I was not able to get all those in. One day, I was only able to get 23 ounces in. The next day, I got like 30-something ounces in between all 3. Then the next day, maybe 40. Every day, I increased about 10 ounces. It really took a conscious effort to get the fluids down. But now, like I was saying, I got it down. So it will come, you guys. Don't get discouraged. And I kept the tracker. I would drink 1 ounce, boom, put a mark. Drink another ounce, boom, put a mark. And I had a timer on my cell phone. Yes, I'm the lame when I had to get a timer because you would get consumed with trying to get it down. And, oh, I'm done drinking. I don't want to drink again. You would get consumed with that. So I would set a timer to remind me, okay, you need to be drinking again. I'm sorry. So I set a timer at first to get it going or whatever, but it started to work out. Also, let me show you something I took to the hospital with you guys. In my bag, I had this. These are sugar-free cough drops because I was expecting my throat to be really sore after surgery. Wasn't sore, thank God, but take them just in case. I also had me some gas X strips, and then I brought one of my protein powders to the hospital with me just in case I didn't like what they were giving me. But it was cool because they gave me some of the Ensure Clears, the pomegranate kind. The peach kind was nasty. The pomegranate kind was really good. I did not like chicken broth. This whole time I have not drank any chicken broth. Even the Undri chicken broth kind, I don't like it. I do not like it. Did not work for me. But I guess I'm gonna cut this short, you guys, because it's gonna get too long. I'll be back with you. I'm gonna do a part 2 on week 1 for you because I want to show you guys the protein shakes that I was drinking. Okay? Bye. See you in a moment.